All right, folks, we actually have a fairly long list of shoutouts to get caught up on because we've been so busy with the games. But big thank you to all who have supported the stream today, whether it's cheers, following the stream, subbing, or otherwise. Just took a few minutes to get PenguiN here in the lobby, but looks like we're about good to go. So I've got the Catalina old intro queued up. We'll play that for this once the players are ready, and then we'll do our shoutouts. And yeah, hit that finals retweet, guys. Let everyone know what's going on. But if they're ready, then I'm going to play some K-pop. I'll see you guys here in a sec. All right, folks, it's game number 1 in a best of 5 for the finals of the Corsair Cup. This is, of course, all sponsored and made possible thanks to the fine folks over at Corsair. We use the Voids. I'm currently rocking the Glaive mouse and the K70 rapid fire keyboard, and I've been very happy with this equipment for a while. You know, it's been less passionate because we've been working with them so long, but I remind you guys, when we started out this deal together, like, before they even gave us a single dollar, we were already in love with Corsair Gear. It's great equipment. You can get yours as well by clicking on the affiliate links down below. Yes, you can totally shop through Amazon, and no one's going to hate you for doing it, but if you use the affiliate links to go through their official store, Zombie and I get a little bit of kickback, and more importantly, some credit. But, of course, this is also a little bit thanks to Twitch from putting on these weeklies into the monthly finals. These two guys teamed up to make a really awesome event that hopefully you guys have been enjoying for the last year or so. In fact, Corsair Cup's a little over 1.5 years old now. Fun fact. But anyways, in game number 1, here on the top right, both players, no cheese. It's the red Zerg, Nerchio.
In the middle left, as the blue Zerg, he is PenguiN.
And like I said, we'll get quickly caught up on these shoutouts, guys. So, Evader Nate, thank you very much for the 9-month resub. Coming back to say BaseTradeTV to the max. All I need is you and the Star Wars show. I'm not sure what the Star Wars show is. There's been so many of them. Talking about like Rebels, or are we talking about the old Clone Wars? Like,
yeah, you knit so badly, you need to be able to specify.
Not to make you feel bad about that, of course. Shout out for loving Star Wars too. Milango is a brand new Twitch Prime sub, so thank you for joining the family, dude. DJ Chris Spear hits us up with a big 40-month resub. Thank you, dude, saying lordy lordy, it's been 40. I have a new mix if you would like to share, and then he links it, but I can't read the link. It's just housemixes.com/profile/DJ Chris Spear/play/better late than forever. But of course, if you want to just link that in chat, dude, you're a sub. You can totally get away with that. CGTF2, thanks for coming back for 44 months. Can you believe that, Zombie? 44 months? What the hell?
That's a long time. That's the longest.
Hey guys, too much bass. Bring back the old Rifkin. Demu love. KJ Freedom. Hey, I know that guy. Another brand new Twitch Prime sub. Thanks for hopping on board, dude. Old Jimmy for 12 months says our cat got a kitten today. Aw, hype. Ipani Moose for 17 months. And just now, last but not least, thank you very much to I Am Dark Minions for coming back for 20 months. Hoi, hoi, hoi. A long list of shoutouts, but luckily these guys are playing a little bit macro, so we weren't missing much.
Yeah, a little surprising on Catalina. This map was kind of known for back when it was first in the map pool for being one of the least chosen maps. First of all, it was sad because it's a great intro for it, and also for being kind of cheesy for the Zergs because it is 3-player map. You're looking to go the wrong way, and by the time you even know what you're.
You should restart your Discord again. I'm not sure if that's going to fix problems, but... anyways, I was just saying, though, I think it's a little bit crazy because I think... I want to say Catalina is so old that this... When we did Hell's Boot Time, this was in the map pool. Like... Catalina has been around for some time.
Didn't we only keep it in the map pool, too, because we wanted it for Hell's Boot Time? Like, it was...
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, it was actually the new season and it had already been phased out. So it is pretty old. And it wasn't even that well loved, except for the intro, as I was saying. So, But the early cheese did not happen despite the potency that can occur on Catalina. That just Ling Baneling wars off 3 bases.
That one single Baneling hit, though, just made it so PenguiN lost all power, all momentum. I was like, 3 queens got out like this? This is going to be bad news bears for Nerchio, but holds on pretty well. He's got a spine card coming up, too, so he's really not taking this lightly, but he does have to kind of posture between the 2 bases because he does want to defend his 3rd as well.
I know there's important StarCraft things happening, but Blazier's making muffins, and it's just the most intense making muffins I've ever seen from a kitten. Oh,
why are you not videotaping this?
Oh, I should have. Oh, okay. Almost got a good trade there. Nerchio that is. 2 for 4. No, he's still doing it. Okay, maybe I should. No, you know why? Because I don't have a phone.
Oh, that's right. Oh no. Okay. This was a really good defense out of Nerchio. It's still not done yet, obviously, but the big thing was he's finally getting those creep tumors down, because if he doesn't get creep spread, defending these 2 bases is going to be so difficult. But Ling's coming in, the drones stack up, but the Banelings just barely missed the mark on that hit. Now those Banelings are going to chase these off. Oh, am I supposed to cat cam right now?
No.
Oh. Okay.
It's okay.
Maybe we'll catch him later then.
Yeah. So the creep spread does finally reach the 3rd base. So Spine Cleaving comes down here too. Nerchio, I feel like he's doing okay. He still is up by 20 drones. Even the Lings get into the natural. They have to do some substantial damage without Banelings.
And he's got 2 Banelings coming in, but he cleans them up and looks like problem solved for now. 6 workers go down, and this really is, for PenguiN, the necessity to do damage increases ever more as time goes on. Nerchio's got that Roach Warren on the way, for example. And I don't know, man. 3 bases is nice, but it's really just a larva factory. PenguiN is nowhere close to Nerchio in this game. Not yet, at least.
PenguiN, I mean, he really went all in with this, you know? Initially, you start the little Ling Baneling shuffle around the 3rd base, and it doesn't work. Then, okay, go into the Roach game. Both of you have that option, but PenguiN really tries to push hard at this, and it's not quite working.
Oh, I think Nerchio missed the mark on that transfuse, too. There's a chance he could have saved that, but might not need to. These Banelings are washing off the Lings pretty easily, and now the Roaches have been revealed. PenguiN's got to be thinking about, like, what are his options at this point, really?
I think he's really thinking about tapping out.
Yeah, that's really the only thing he can't do. All right, nice start for Nerchio. 1-0 in this best of 5. But PenguiN will get priority here for map pick, so he's got a couple of decisions to make. The whole map pool to choose from. Yeah, guys, do us a favor. I'm gonna spam it in chat in a moment, and if I forget to, if someone else could, I'd appreciate too. But even if you don't plan to use Twitter that much, retweets help us out a ton, guys. So retweeting things like the finals going down, letting everybody know what's going on, it's always good stuff.
Yeah. Ascension. Here's my new cat, guys.
This is Blazer.
Yeah.
I'll give you some full screen action for this. Where's How old is Blazer?
4 months. Yeah, Blazer, you smell.
So are you gonna buy a new phone, or are you just gonna really hope that this one gets sent back to you?
I'm gonna get a new phone. I actually made the decision today. Because
no, I was gonna say, like, I was wondering if, like, the inability to record your cat was gonna be what pushes you over. You're like, you know what? I don't care about not being able to contact people. It's not a big deal. 2-factor authentication, whatever. I don't need to log into Twitch right now. But it's like,
okay,
I need to get a picture of my cats.
So first of all, oh shoot, what were we gonna talk about? Oh, the 2-factor authentication. So, okay, the plays are ready. I actually didn't have my SIM card. I had my Korean SIM card in there. So thank God for that. That's gonna make it easier for me just to pop in like my old, because I even have my old phone. Just to pop in my Ting's SIM card and do that. So I'm really happy about that. And then second of all, what really made me like decide to pull the trigger was that recently I've been trying to locate it, and while yesterday it was in the airport, today it can't be located, and I'm wondering if it just ran out of batteries, which makes sense. But when it does try and locate it, it takes me to the middle, off the coast of Africa, and I'm like, that's not a good sign. So
Okay.
I've been trying to erase the data as well, if I still can. So
Scar has stolen your phone so you can better coordinate against Mufasa. I don't know.
only had a phone. Yeah.
So many things in movies, right? Like, problem solved if there was a cell phone involved.
Yeah.
But okay, game number 2 kicks off. In the bottom right side, he's going to be the Korean Zerg player. Fell a bit flat in game number 1. See if we turn it around here. It's PenguiN.
In the top left, as the blue Zerg, he is Nerchio.
Actually, what's interesting is I just realized not only is Hellraiser, or excuse me, because we've paid Hellraiser prize money before, Ziggy, one of the new prize players, we're going to actually have to get payment information for PenguiN too, since we've never had to pay him any prize, I believe.
Yeah, you see him so often, just never made top 4.
Well, last game's all-in didn't work. I do wonder, though, if that's going to at all stop him from doing it again. Like, I feel like against other Zerg players, fine, it's great, but Nerchio on Catalina was so well set right from the get-go. Maybe Ascension Ire is a different option?
Perhaps. I don't like that they changed color. Yeah, Penguins actually really liked Ascension Ire. Every time he's had to choose a map, it's been Ascension. And then every time someone else chose a map, it was Abyssal. Not really much to comment on that, to be honest, because Ascension Ire and Odyssey are both, I guess, kind of chosen a lot by Zergs. Just that Penguin seems to like it more than the other. In fact, we haven't seen Odyssey at all. I was like, for a second, I was wondering if it was a map pool, but it is. You just haven't seen it. We saw everything else just because it was a forced map for the bracket. Oh, we haven't seen Interloper either. Odyssey and Interloper. Interloper, kind of actually already forgot what it is. Oh, that's the one that kind of looks like the Spiral, that's right. To rip off of the other map. Yeah. It's been a while, guys. Maps are still new. Give me a break. And Ascension Ire, obviously one of the old ones, and Penguin feels very comfortable on it. Nerchio, I think, will as well. And he's got to be feeling pretty confident about any early game shenanigans. If Penguin really wants to be the type to all-in on Ling Baneling, then I think Nerchio is going to be fine with that. Because you got to consider, with Ling Baneling wars, the region thing is going to be huge. I mean, you throw ultras at someone, okay, but Ling Baneling, that's some finesse.
I feel like yes and no for that, right? Like, on one hand, is micro that big of a deal? Sometimes you just have enough banelings and enough lings that the intense little 2 banelings segmented off aren't as big of a deal. But I think, yeah, in these smaller scale scenarios, in the earlier fights, I think that latency makes the world of difference.
Mm-hmm. Apparently my phone is at Nulla Island.
Oh.
You know, what's becoming a recent popular Reddit, subreddit? There we go.
The garlic bread one?
No, I haven't seen that one. No, but I keep on seeing programmer humor. And sometimes I get it, like, from the very basic knowledge that I have. But most of the time I'm just like, it's a waste of
I have to open those threads to read the explanation. Like, I control F to, can someone explain it? Like.
Oh, okay. No, I don't even bother. No.
Alright, well, the Lings are a bit of a surprise, but Nerchio is droning pretty heavily behind this. So PenguiN, I think, Nerchio was really hoping PenguiN would overreact to this, but PenguiN doesn't. Like, the Queens, that round was a little bit scary, a couple of drones go down, but this wasn't so bad. And he knew he wanted to get to Roaches anyway, so not wasting a bunch of money on more Queens or Lings, I really like this sort of calmer, collected move. But as I say Roaches, Aspire starts up, so maybe not Roaches then. Or maybe a little bit of mutas into Roaches. I guess we've seen players like Bly and others do like that 8 count, right? 8 to 10-ish.
Yeah, of course. We've seen players fake the Roach and Evolution by the front too, which is a kind of a cool move, but I think it just seems like such a better option to just make the mutas and the Roaches anyway. That fake we have not seen in a very long time. Regardless, it still might be a trick. You know, it still could have tricked Nerchio, but he gets a Ling in here, and that's pretty important. so he knows that there will be at least some Muta presence.
Well, Nerchio's own roaches might still be a problem, regardless. Like, if PenguiN's only going for like the 8 or so mutas, that's actually not enough damage to maybe deal with a roach attack out of Nerchio. Oh. But if Nerchio ends up staying at home and bulking up, then maybe the mutas can get something done.
This is interesting. It looks like it's a response to the Spire Scout, too. Nerchio got a roach one in Evolution Chamber, expecting +1 missile and roach, speed, because, I mean, they invest 600 minerals and gas to mutas, and you just go pure roach, your numbers can sometimes win. But instead, Nerchio takes a couple queens out, first of all, but then also goes for +1 melee in an infestation pit with absolutely no roaches having been made so far.
Oh, nice execution on like 3 queens and scout to confirm the mutas.
Yeah. He also, was probably pretty happy to see how late that third was, finishing up like that. But the infestation pit, it could have been for infestors, like a real threat to the mutas, taking those seriously. But I also wonder if he was going to go to something like a weird, like super fast hive, because he is getting +1 melee, super fast ultras. But he does start roach speed and is starting to make roaches too. So I guess just if the threat continued, if he saw more mutas come out, maybe that's when he gets the infestors. No, I guess one. Not that infestors are bad against roaches as roach, of course. In fact, roach infestor might be better than roach hydra. But
He actually snipes off one of the mutas with the queens. Queens always have some really nice damage in small numbers of mutas like this. Both players a bit supply block there from Overlords going down, so it's a little bit awkward, but Nerchio darts through with these lings, splits them up to go to the main and the natural, looking for a couple more drone kills, and maybe even just kill the queens and stifle that larva count.
I am really confused about this +1 melee. I mean, he pushed off his roach speed so much too that it, I don't know, it just seems kind of weird. Now he's getting +1 missile, but I mean the real, the best upgrade in ZvZ Roach versus Roach, okay, Lurker's on the way for PenguiN, is the +2, and obviously by delaying +1, then your +2 is quite delayed.
So, I actually, it's taking me back to the original days of Legacy of the Void, right? Where Lurkers were so dominant and problematic for every Zerg player out there. And to be honest with you, I was never one to follow the ZvZ meta so closely to wonder like why that fell off or what exactly made this the less desirable option for the last year, but I am curious to see how this will pan out. I think Lurkers are really cool and have a lot of awesome potential, but between splitting his investment between Lurkers and possibly Infestors and Mutalisks, like that's a lot of gas to have to spread around. It is.
We've seen Lurkers as a response to someone who does go, well, funnily enough, someone who goes to mutas in a fast hive. But it's PenguiN who doesn't want to mutas, I don't know. But just as an addition to all the other tech you're getting in the mid-game ZvZ, Roaches, Infestors, Hydralisk, and then also Lurkers, and you went for Aspire, I do wonder, basically, but you can imagine the best-looking army a Zerg army could be in the mid-game, I suppose, would be Roach, Hydra, Lurker, Infestor?
Oh.
We don't have any Infestors, though.
I was hoping you were going to say, like, they'd all look like Trisha Helfer or something. Because that would be the best-looking Zerg army, let's be real.
That would be, you're right. I had the weirdest, like, shower thought. I can't tell if it was a shower thought or a high thought or it's a weird thought, but I looked at a poster of Kerrigan today and I was like, she's so lucky she doesn't have to choose her clothes. She just looks fabulous all the time.
Or her shoes either, right? I mean, come on.
It's always perfect.
But at the same time, it's a blessing and a curse because then she can't accessorize.
Imagine Karen getting a necklace to, coordinate with her chitinous plating. Good God. Okay, well, this army was just allowed to get right up there.
Yeah, this Nerchio was really expecting an attack from the south. I mean, he was going down here to deal with the mutas, right? So, a little bit late to this. Detection scarce. He actually doesn't have any. Now the Overseer comes in a little bit late after the army was dead.
Oh, boy, that happened quickly.
GG is what that was, and PenguiN will tie things up now 1-1. maybe we go to game 5, guys. I don't know. It seems to be the trend for today, but we're going to go to a commercial break first, so sit tight. We'll see you guys in 2 minutes for game number 3. All right, folks, welcome back. We're hopping into game number 3. Now, do keep in mind, while things are tied up 1-1, this still isn't quite the end of the series, as there is 5 games in total possibly available. But nobody knows who's the wrong race, so that works out for us. Sweet.
Taryn. Okay.
Are you using a goddamn fidget spinner? Panic Switch clearly doesn't know about the many uses of my vest. I should basically just bust my vest out.
I've seen your vest.
Have you seen my upgraded vest?
No.
Because I got a much bigger one, a much more tactical one.
Alright.
It can hold twice the fidget spinners and 3 times the grilled cheese sandwiches.
I'm so happy for you.
The convenience, man. Look, women have had it so easy, okay? Hear me out.
No. Okay, I'm gonna hear you out, and I have a counterpoint ready to go.
Women have had bras to store stuff in for so long. It's unfair because fanny packs aren't fashionable. Guys don't have bras that can wear.
Okay.
I have to keep everything in my pockets, which granted actually exist in my pants, but
yes,
I don't want to always have my pants weighed down. And I gotta reach down for that. Hello? I'd rather have something at chest level and just whoop, good to go.
Your pan is already there in your pants, though. You need to do more work doing this.
No way. If I'm sitting at my desk like this, my hands are actually like way closer to my chest than my pants. In fact, I have to look at this, guys. I have to maneuver my arm down and around the desk to take something out of my pocket.
Okay, that sounds like a personal problem. But my counterpoint definitely was, even with the whole bra
how
thing
would you like it
up,
if I just dismissed feminism as a personal problem, Zombie Grub? Sounds
well,
like a
that's
real
why there's
personal
science
issue.
and sociology behind it to prove that it's not a personal issue. I feel like the amount of time it takes you to go up to your chest or down to your legs is actually a personal problem.
See, this amount of dismissive disrespect is
God.
why I can't...
But okay, but seriously though, pockets, all right. I thought you were gonna go with women have purses, okay, because it's fashionably.
And
okay.
they have purses. You think?
And
Yeah,
I was like,
on. It compiles.
We have purses because they won't give us pockets.
Wait,
okay?
hang on. Do that again. Zamgram's doing the sassy finger. She's like, we have pockets.
No, I said we have pockets. Oh, no, damn it, we don't have pockets because they give us purses instead. It's a whole theory, okay? There's a whole conspiracy theory that purse makers are in on it with the pocket makers, women's jeans, to make women's jeans have the smallest pockets possible.
If we want to talk about real sexist problems, let's talk about the armpits on t-shirts. Women's versus men's, am I right?
The hell? What is this?
Oh, that's why women can't pull their shirts off the top of their head the same way guys can, because of the armpits.
Oh, actually I see that. I understand that. I mean, I still do it, but... Well, not like guys do it. We talked about this once, I think, a long time ago.
Yeah. What's up, everybody? Welcome to BaseTradeTV. This is what you come for. The P in BaseTradeTV stands for professional. We're getting to game number 3 right now in this best of 5, and spawning here in the lower left, we've got the blue Zerg, Nerchio.
In the top right, as the red Zerg, it's PenguiN.
Why are grilled cheese sandwiches considered tactical? Well, let me lay it down for you. It's a combat situation. You're pinned down by the enemy. It's 3 days and you're starving. And the only thing you have is cheese and bread.
It's not really, tactical, that's survival.
Actually, tactical is more like, I guess, pockets and usefulness and stuff, right? Not really tactics, which is what I was kind of going towards with that.
Yeah. Also, it depends on how big the breasts are for really how much of a pocket they are, Just throwing it out there.
Girls have boyfriends to carry their stuff. Well, what about gay couples then? Who's gonna carry their stuff if 2 girls are walking down the street, right? Do they just leave it all at home?
That's the ultimate lesbian problem. Gonna carry all this stuff.
It's not acceptance by society. It's not about the struggles of growing up in the closet. It's who carries our stuff when we date each other.
Truly Oh, truly.
It's like, did you bring the car keys? No, I thought you were gonna bring the car keys. Oh, this is such a dumb discussion, and I love it. But okay, we have players doing incredibly mirrored things. One of the key differences, though, is Nerchio does have a third base that can be threatened by this. PenguiN does not. So Nerchio might get in here and snipe off a couple of queens. Actually, probably can't even do that. It's just 6 lings. So he doesn't have those at home to defend. He's going to lose one of his own queens, most likely here. That kind of sucks.
Yes, that does suck. Oh, Nerchio takes a third base. PenguiN goes for a much faster Roach Warren and Evolution Chamber, so probably a fast lair behind this as well. Nerchio is going to have that economy, especially as he realizes he doesn't need that Baneling Nest. Good call. He's correct on that one. But he's going to go for Roaches. You know, last game I was still kind of like scratching my head about that +1 melee thing. It almost seemed like a mistake, because I'm really not sure what he was hoping to do with that. But it was truly the lurkers getting into a very good position that really killed Nerchio. The +1 melee was just a step along the way. What?
That should not have gotten through at all.
3 queens, please.
3 really awful queens. They didn't protect their people at all.
No, they didn't. Well, they both go for actually similarly timed lairs.
Oh, that split micro out of Nerchio just now was actually pretty sick.
Grabs 5 drones with that. That's pretty good. But Nerchio does not fit on a Roach Warren. You can push it off, I suppose. We've seen... Yeah, okay, but actually, they're speaking of, right? So, there's the Roach Warren. It will be a Roach game for him. PenguiN did throw in that curveball of Aspire. Nerchio scouted it, but again, that was just a wonky game with a very abrupt ending. So, what will be the choices here?
I was kind of hoping Nerchio was going to do mutas, to be honest. I mean, he still might. He's got the gas for it, at least, but for now, he's going to have to worry about this big ling attack.
Yeah, he doesn't have much to deal with this. There weren't many drones at the third base, but with a full surround, he's just going to lose the hatchery. Well, that's not what you want.
We talked about lesbian couples, and we didn't even address gay dudes. Like, what are they gonna do? They just got all these pockets and nothing to carry.
Well, clearly, you're just a lesbian in disguise, Griffin, because lesbians should just be carrying around tactical vests. If only they knew. And guys, well...
You know why they call it being in the closet? Because that's where you keep all the pockets.
Not quite working out, that one.
I've been broken. I can't come back. It's so dumb.
What? It's just, I feel like having too many pockets, not enough stuff, is actually not a problem.
I feel like it would be, though, right? Because you're just, like, stuck with a lot of excess, like, flappy bags and holes in your pants and stuff. Like,
no, that's not...
Like, no, here's my one argument that's going to win this out. Hey, Zombie Grub, are cargo pants still in style?
That's not... No, but he's saying that in a regular pant, okay, like not weird cargo pants, guys will have too many pockets. And I'm like, well, you're still fashionable. You're in jeans. Like, it's all good.
I'm just saying cargo pants had like 9 pockets on them and they fell out of fashion. And I'm not saying it's because they had pockets, but I'm not saying because they had 6 extra pockets.
Shut up.
Nice argument, Zombie Grub.
Shut up.
Okay, by the way, Nerchio, not though the Spire, it's actually PenguiN throwing this down. Which is
again?
I don't have a problem with this, but the timing on it makes me kind of question it, you know? Like, he's already set up to possibly match this game mano a mano for Roaches. He's got, like, the upgrade lead in terms of getting +2, but Nerchio's actually going to be going Tunneling Claws, Burrow, all of this wonderfulness, and dedicating to Roaches, whereas PenguiN's just kind of like, he made some Roaches to maybe fight with, but he's looking for that Spire. He's looking for the mutas.
Now, if Nerchio knew about this, maybe Nerchio attacks. He actually doesn't get the Tunneling Claws and the +1 and whatever. In fact, he just... Oh, it finished. Okay. Cool. But instead, he has actually no idea that Aspire is on the way. I mean, it happened last game, doesn't guarantee it's going to happen this game. And he's not attacking where maybe PenguiN could have had a vulnerable spot, but as you can see, that's not even the case. 72 army to 56. Nerchio is not going to attack, and I guess he's just going to go ahead and use the Telling Clause for harassment as he gets up to a Hydralisk Den. But he's going to have to deal with his own harassment. He sees the Mutas. The Mutas do not see the Roaches.
Those look so much cooler, Tunneling Claws, by the way. The skinned roaches. Well, takes out that queen like nothing. Gets into the main. Still nothing really to defend here. Third base under attack simultaneously. PenguiN has to react in 3 different locations at the same time or go for the attack. And he's choosing to go for the attack and hope to equalize the damage. But I just don't think it's possible. Nerchio has not exactly killed a lot of drones, but they've all been pulled to one base. So there's no mining going in 2 bases while this is going on.
Well, the Queens are doing a good enough job against the Mutas, so it is not going to be a trade. Mutas for Queens, just buying time for Hydras, still not worth. Yeah. Nerchio did get the better end of that, but it's not devastating. He didn't even kill the 3rd base or threaten killing it. I guess he's going to get canceled on the 4th base. He does got picked into the 3rd, though.
Well, this is the beauty of the Roaches, right? It's not about the one attack. It's the many and the almost impossible to clean up sustainability of Burrow. Like, actually kills this 4th. No 3rd, no cancel. And these Roaches coming in for some more drone kills. Main base still under attack. Drones are bleeding out slowly. But this is something that is starting to really rack up over time. But PenguiN is so averse to getting Overseers, he's just now making them.
Yeah, that took a while. He could have saved his natural base, probably. He had already had an Overseer as he was chasing these Roaches down. That was the only reason they got back in the natural, and the reason they got into the main a little bit. So 18 drones in total. That's quite the blow because PenguiN's Mutas. Yeah, and PenguiN's Mutas didn't do anything. So like it's an extra blow to PenguiN. Nerchio is in a fantastic position.
Yep. I think as long as Nerchio doesn't make any big mistakes here, he's in a position to win for sure. It's going to be really hard to match Roach versus Roach already because the numbers still favor Nerchio ever so slightly, but then you add in a layer of 15 Hydras and a couple Ravagers. Doesn't matter how close the supplies are. I think PenguiN was just outclassed. Not to mention, I didn't realize Nerchio was on 2-2, straight up. Yeah,
he went for double upgrades, which, you know, in a different game could have been actually too risky, but in this game,
it's a massacre.
It is.
GG. Oh, I see we've got a kitty cat camera to come out of game 2. What's up, Laser? Oh. I like your socks. Oh, okay. Bye-bye.
He has socks. Cute.
And you got gross tissues in your garbage. You've been eating candy? Zombie grub.
Oh, have I? Oh, dum-dums.
Fuck you.
Dum-dum.
Alright, 2-1 for Nerchio. Not winning yet, but almost. One more map and he takes it. We're waiting for the map pick out of PenguiN, who has been a little bit slow today, but not the end of the world. Get this going as soon as we can. We're going to pop off to a quick commercial break, though. In the meantime, I'll see you guys here in 2 minutes. Thank you again for watching, and we have more to come. This was not it. There's still another game on the way. All right, we're back. Thank you guys for watching that commercial break. Also, thank you very much to Sunny SC. Just hit us up with a Twitch Prime sub. Just cool. Come back from the ad. Good thing to see. We also had Ted Theologan, or Ted Theologan.
Ted Theodore Logan.
Ted Theologian, maybe?
Theodore Logan.
Who's Theodore Logan?
It's Ted, like Bill and Ted. Ted Theodore Logan.
Oh.
Bill Esquire or something. Like I forget actually.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, you're right. I'm too busy trying to actually read the name to realize like what it was.
I got you.
Also, Vigilante 1024. Thank you for those 36 months. 3 years of you clowns already. Hey. Yeah. Anyways, we're just waiting on PenguiN, who's gone to the bathroom, I guess. Not surprising. This is something though I find really interesting, where I feel like I wish somebody would take the statistic. Like, you viewers would never know this, right? We would need someone like behind the scenes, like an admin for ESL and DreamHack and BaseTradeTV, to like gather statistics on how much time each player spends in the bathroom to find out, first off, who's the most notorious for AFK pees and AFK poops and stuff. But also, I'm curious, what region is the worst? I want to say Korea. I think Korea gets up to use the bathroom more than any other region in the world. In terms of StarCraft, excuse me.
Did you cut off talking because of the donation and then start talking again?
No, but maybe it happened.
Oh. Okay.
I was just finishing my thoughts, though, saying Koreans pooing people a lot and gonna AFK a bunch.
I got the gist of it. So I honestly don't know. I don't.
Also, yo, my dude. Speaking of that donation, 47ness. You're too kind. $27. This cast is like literally a fourth of our monthly revenue, by the way. I don't know what's going on today. But thank you guys so much. $27 coming, 10 out of 10 cast. I guess this guy has deep pockets, but I don't want to say he has too many pockets because I don't want to say anything about him. It is now in my mind, gay people have a lot of pockets. That's what it's going to come down to.
Oh,
it's going to be the new stereotype for Rifkin. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh, okay. And you're saying I don't have enough pockets.
Yeah, if you are listening, by the way, and you're a man and you are gay, I am sorry that you have so many pockets. Okay, I'm sorry. Let's get into it. It's game number 4. Spawning here in the lower right. He's up 2-1. 1 win away from locking down the series. It's Nerchio.
I find it so weird that you think the funnier part of this is the men having too many pockets and not the woman having too few. Like, I find that part funnier. In the top left, as the blue Zerg, it's PenguiN.
Well, women don't need pockets, they have bras. We already went over this.
It depends very much so on their cup size, man. Man, like not everyone has a good nature's pocket, alright? Sometimes it's like a, I don't know.
All the more reason to wear one of those fake bras, which you could stuff with more stuff.
No, that's not how that works. You know, it's like... wait a minute.
Look, you're like an A cup, right? You buy a B cup bra.
Okay, yeah, then you could fill it with stuff. It'd just be like the pointiest, weirdest looking boob ever.
But you know what? You go for functionality over form, so who cares? PenguiN, by the way, with a pretty decent defense pulling those drones. Still, though, not quite enough to keep up with Nerchio's Ling micro, so he's got to fall back. Queen and Ling should hold on to the natural base, though, and a spine crawler even came down behind this. Oh, wait,
yes.
Cancel the spine.
No. Yeah. Well, so I think he realized that there weren't any banelings on the way, and that speed probably would have kicked in, like, as soon as he saw the Lings, really. So, realizing that it was a gasless early pool, tries to have the defense with as much economy behind it as possible, because you over-defend, you might put yourself in an equally bad position. Now for Nerchio, did he get enough damage done? PenguiN had to defend at all, so it looks like he did get enough damage done, with his hatchery also down, and currently getting a spine crawler, because of course the one thing Nerchio is behind on, for sure, is speed and banelings. And PenguiN is going to try and take advantage of that, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's going to work. Well, actually, maybe I am sure. The thing is, if Nerchio has already gotten gas, you can just like try and get a Baneling nest and try and get Banelings without your own speed, and defensively that can be perfectly fine. But he's still not getting gas. He's gonna be defending against a Ling Baneling all in with not even like a lot of queens, just like literally pure Ling and a spine crawler.
I mean, it's doable, but it's not gonna be easy. The thing is, though, PenguiN really is holding back on this, and I think this is really smart. If he sends those Lings across the map and they rally in, Nerchio sees this with the Overlords. Nerchio's also crafted a path. By knocking down these rocks, he knows PenguiN can only come from the left. There's not going to be any attack from above. So what's interesting is, like, this setup is not necessarily ideal, but now the fact that you've limited the attack path of your opponent, maybe it's a little bit more manageable. I mean, look at the way he's doing this sort of semi-wall off. The drones are not safe, though.
I was gonna say, by this wall off and PenguiN going in first with the Banelings, those could have been sniped. Instead, that was a really weird turnaround with the drones.
Well, he eats these drone losses, but he knows he's got drones to lose for this, right? The whole point of the build that he's done, but it's still not going to be enough. The queens get wrecked on the ramp, and what do you know? We're going to go into a game number 5. Today is the day of ace matches.
Apparently.
I got no
pretty short
complaints.
game.
Yeah, actually, it's surprising. I thought I wasn't quite sure with the way the bracket had lined up and the cast. I thought this would still end early, but we're actually timing out to have a totally average 4-hour Corsair Cup here. Which, by the way, is great because I think the Brood War remastered, not Brood War, the StarCraft remastered stuff starts in like 15 minutes from now or something.
Very soon. They had to delay the launch of the actual game too.
Oh, I didn't hear about that. What happened?
Well, the usual. They tweeted out like the new release date will be at 1 p.m. PDT. I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just want to play. I want to play the campaign, dude. I want to see how pretty that looks.
Yeah, I saw the new portraits that they had for the important people, and I was like, okay, I really want to know what happened internally in Blizzard, because I think everyone realized that Kerrigan in StarCraft 2 looked way different than Kerrigan in StarCraft 1. I mean, like, Zerg Kerrigan. But
yeah,
both,
it's like she's wearing like a luchador mask in Brood War.
Well, in Brood War, she had like, you know, like she had like a face that had like hair that was just on top of her. You know, it wasn't like dreads going back. It was just hair kind of spraying out.
It was a kid with spiky hair in high school, right? Like. Yeah,
exactly. Like, and she's going through a phase or something. And I was like, is that just like supremely bad graphics and models, or is that really what they wanted to look like and they decided to change it for StarCraft 2? And I feel like Blizzard will never tell us because they just changed her back. People that play Brood War in this day and age will never know that Kerrigan went through a phase. He had a choker and everything.
Punk boots and all. It's not just a phase, Mom.
That's what it absolutely was, and it lasted 18 years.
Fair enough. All right, game number 5. Going the distance today, folks. In the top left, we've got the blue Zerg player, Nerchio.
In the bottom right, as the red Zerg, he's PenguiN.
Also, don't forget, if you guys are currently the bit boss, whomever you may be, don't forget to use your boss glory and claim the free loot and a lot of XP. It does have a cooldown, unfortunately, so if you're like late to the party, you won't get it, but maybe, just maybe, you'll be that lucky guy who subs at the right time.
Maybe.
But yeah, people are asking, did PenguiN become this good recently? And the thing is, you might be thinking the wrong PenguiN. This isn't the PenguiN who normally plays in Europe, PENGWIN. But this PenguiN has actually taken on players like Innovation. He's a Korean player, and on the Korean server, he actually performs pretty well. As we called him earlier, like a bit of a bracket sniper. So I think it's a bit astonishing for people to be like, whoa, PenguiN knows how to play, unless they're thinking of the wrong person.
Yeah, I think they are. PenguiN is spelled differently. And we'd also be talking a lot more about his personal traits and his favoritism towards mutas than we are with this PenguiN, which we're still kind of figuring out his trends. He does, in my opinion, feel like more of an aggressive Zerg, especially with the Baneling bust he was doing early on in this tournament, but not super, super hyper-aggressive.
Yeah, plus, I mean, ZvZ is actually very different here than it is on Korea. We talked about that as well, but it's also the fact that there just aren't as many Zergs to play on Korea. Most of the time we're casting this guy in a tournament, it is ZVT.
Yeah. Yeah, and ZvT is perhaps where he looks the best in his macro. Well, no early pools. You know, Nerchio attempted one, but it wasn't even really that much of a committal. Makes sense that he would be punished for it. I think that was one of those games where Nerchio would look back and then be like, I thought that going differently in my mind. You know, because I don't think he had gotten rid of the idea entirely that he was going to be countered. I mean, it's a very common follow-up to a pool like that, but I think he saw like the Banelings trying to get to his queens, the queen setting them off, and then suddenly he realized like, oh shit, the drones are gonna die, and that just, you know, didn't go how he wanted it at all. But not to worry in this game.
I think the thing too is like Nerchio is a really good player, and you don't oftentimes see big mistakes out of Nerchio. Like when like honestly, God, more often than not, when. Thank you, Korean casters. When Nerchio loses, it's usually because he is like properly outplayed, and not usually because he made a bunch of mistakes. But I feel like that one there was some hiccups too. But hang on, before we talk about that, what are we giggling at here? Holy crap! $50.
Yes, thank you very much, Goth Girl Games. But I love the comment. A silent minute for Kerrigan's 0 pockets.
I can't give you a silent minute, but I'll tell you what, we'll give you 10 seconds of silence here, right? Okay, and done. There's your moment of silence.
All right. I was
Rest
gonna
in
say,
peace,
I just imagine Kerrigan up in her room listening to death metal and yelling down at Abathur, Abathur, give me pockets! Pockets! Put them in there! Evolution master my ass.
Yeah, she's like going back to like the chrysalis. She's like, the chrysalis is a giant pocket. Why can't I get one of these?
Oh hey, it's a Nidus worm. The biggest pocket available.
I mean, how is the Nidus from a pocket, Zombie Grub? Because
It holds things, doesn't it?
But it doesn't have a bottom. It has a hole. It's like a tube. A pocket does have a closed end because you want it to hold things, not so you put things into a pocket.
I'm pretty sure everyone thinks it has a bottom. I'm pretty sure everyone talks about the butt end.
Well, that's the question. Like, which is the butt end, though? Is it this side or is it the other side? Vote now in chat. 1, if you think this is the butt of the Nidus worm, and 2, if you think that the part that comes out of the ground later is the butt of the Nidus worm. Like, are they literally doing ass to mouth right now?
I feel like Abathur, like, you know, you watch Human Centipede. Oh my god. No, Nerchio actually has this under lockdown, though. This is not looking great for PenguiN. He already sets up a second Nidus worm.
Very solid defense. And this is unfortunate because I think, like, he shift queued this, right? Like, if he didn't set that up, this is a waste of 100 metal under gas. He knows it too. Nothing gets out of this. Doesn't even try.
Terrible.
Sets one up on the front line for, like, just a forward attack point, which, granted, might work, but you can see PenguiN in the hole. 900 resources total right now. And that's not from 2 Overlords and 3 Roaches. That's from 2 Nidus worms mostly.
Yeah.
Another one gets sniped immediately. Nerchio is playing this so cool, so calm. I do like this idea of, like, maybe he'll catch him off guard in the main now, right? Like, Nerchio spends so long cleaning this up, he doesn't get back to the main in time, and that seems to be the case, but I don't think there's actually enough to come out of this Nidus worm to truly threaten Nerchio.
Yeah, Nerchio now has the army lead, even with transfuses available. He's also got a Theron's advantage, technically.
Drones get pulled. He really wants to lock this down.
Yeah, he really
a little bit much, but PenguiN does have a weapon upgrade, so maybe that spooked him. But either way, Nerchio cleans this up. GG, ladies and gentlemen, your Corsair Cup champion for today is going to be Nerchio. By the way, Goth, sorry, what was that again? Goth Girl Games. That may be the first time in like 4 to 5 years of doing this we've had 10 seconds of intentional silence on stream.
It was just that good of a joke.
You did something good today, kid. Also, you were very generous, too. Thank you again for that. But guys, that's going to wrap things up. Congratulations to Nerchio on being this week's Corsair Cup champion. This will, of course, secure his spot in the season finals, so that's more than enough points to qualify through. Gotta give some big thank yous to Bucka Chuck. I like that name. Twitch Prime sub coming in, as well as Joro550. Prime subs upgraded here for 6 months to say half a year of awesomeness. Let's keep this train rolling. Hilo comes in with 11 months, too. 1 more Prime sub. Thank you guys so very much. Today was insane, though. I actually, like, I feel bad now. I just put out this really depressing, like, message to my subscribers, not BaseTradeTV subscribers, and my subscribers talking about my state of mind for things. But, like, to rack this up, $122 raised through cash, 3,900 bits, so it's like another $39. This is literally, not literally, this is like 40% of what we made last month in one day. So this feels revitalizingly good. Thank you guys so much for that. And I hope you enjoyed the show. Of course, while we're talking about money, and I know people don't hear about it, you can do free things too, like follow the channel, check out the Corsair Gear, click on the links down below, and be sure to come back for all our future casts. I will let you know that I am still just a terrible human being who has not updated the events calendar on Twitch. It really would take me 5 minutes. I just need to do it. I keep roadblocking. I'll open it up, then I'll go watch Game of Thrones. I'll open it up, then I'll watch Rick and Morty, and I need to stop putting it off. But I promise you guys, I am thinking about it, so we'll try and get the event list set up sooner rather than later. Other than that, we'll be back later tonight with the Alima League Korean cast hype, where you might just actually see PenguiN again.
Yeah.
That's in 16 hours from the time you're hearing me say this.
Perfect.
Okay, guys. We're going to end the stream on some commercials. We'll do some quick shout-outs, and then we'll go host somebody. So, Zombie Grub, I'll let you go first.
Oh, yeah. Please follow me on Twitter at CG Gaming, on Twitch, Zombie Grub, and YouTube, Zombie Grub. Appreciate it.
For me, guys, obviously, like I said before, follow the channel. Everything we do mostly through Twitch. You can follow me on my own personal channel. I've been using a little bit more now that we've kind of secured the PUBG stuff. It's just twitch.tv/riff_king. But follow me on Twitter. Follow me on, frankly, wherever the fuck you want. If you guys want updates, though, follow at BaseTradeTV, because we don't shit post over there. We actually just do event-related things and important information. So if you're just here for the StarCraft and you don't care about our personalities, BaseTradeTV Twitter's for you. But for everybody else who's awesome and love us, make sure to follow us on Twitter. We'll see you guys later. Have a good day. Have a good evening, wherever you're from. And we'll see you later tonight. Bye-bye.
Bye.